Hi, I'm Andrew Rajinski. I'm 67 and I live in Morinville, Alberta. I'm a retired teacher and presently painting, that is in terms of art. And I have one child, two grandchildren. I've been coming to Movimento since October of 2018. Well, the biggest problem I was facing before I came here was rehabilitating my right shoulder. I had a serious accident. I had a torn supraspinatus, and I was feeling actually much better than I had the year before because the injury had occurred in September of 2017. I had done a lot of therapy, massage therapy, physiotherapy, acupuncture, working with bands, those kinds of things, doing a lot of walking. It just wasn't enough for me. I had gained a lot of weight over a period of time as well. And so under the recommendation of my physiotherapist, who highly recommended Movimento, I came here. Prior to the accident, I did a lot of cardio, did a lot of walking, mostly walking, and fairly consistently during the year. I had a membership at Service Place in St. Albert for some 8 years, maybe longer. Great place to work out, but mostly walking. And then I started doing some resistance training exercises on my own, basically, and struggling with that a little bit. And when I came here then, under the recommendation of my physiotherapist, I got into what I would consider to be, well, first of all, very good personalized training, pinpointing whatever it was that I needed to rehabilitate my shoulder and then have overall fitness. I didn't feel apprehensive at all coming here because the physiotherapist at Summit Physio had great things to say about this place. And I guess my big concern was that I wanted to do it right, have good training, as opposed to just doing it on my own. Never had that kind of background or training before, and so that was really important to me. I had done all I could with bands and that kind of thing. I also did some reading, and I understood that in terms of brain function, overall fitness, etc., that it's really important to have a balance between cardio and resistance training. And I knew that I had a minimum of resistance training, and it was questionable how good it was. And so, I had no apprehension at all coming here to get some training. I've gained about 10 pounds or 9 or 10 pounds since June. I know that I've got more muscle, but I still have a little ways to go as far as the weight is concerned. But I dropped, 40 pounds, 35 pounds in a year. And as far as my overall improvement, one of the big things I wanted was better flexibility, overall fitness, strength, endurance, and particularly for my shoulder. I had severe issues with this shoulder, and the strength training or the resistance training that I had over the last year and 2 months now has, I'd say within 4 or 5 months, I felt that much better and more competent and more confident in terms of what I could do with the shoulder in particular. Seriously, I couldn't hold a brush to a canvas for much. I really couldn't do it for the first 4 or 5 months after the accident. So midway through, I would say March, April of 2018, 6 months later, I was just starting to come around with that. And then in the fall, in October of 2018, when I started here, 4 or 5 months after that, I was feeling stronger, more energetic, more positive. I can't say enough about how much better I felt. And then I started shedding some weight because I was true to my FitnessPal in terms of watching how much water I was drinking, how much sleep I was having, cutting out cheese, chips, all those nasty things that start with sort of CH. Well, the community here, it is a real community. And although I don't know everybody by first name still, because I just have trouble remembering names, it's a very friendly atmosphere. It's a working atmosphere. Everybody here is intent on doing well. And so the community here is very supportive. It's like a community of artists who support each other, helping each other out, being encouraging words, those kinds of things, and a little bit of teasing and ribbing sometimes. And the atmosphere in here is conducive. You know, this is a large place, and yet it is a fairly small place. It's quite compact, and yet you could have easily 25 people in here, and it works. People here are never in anybody's way. There's all the equipment you need is right here, and you know, just walking into the place, you already start to feel fit. My wife Carol comes here as well. We started at the same time, so that's 14 months ago. And of course, her situation is a bit different than mine, much more complex, much more serious. So she's a cancer survivor, and so her post-surgery in particular issues that she has had have been greatly improved by the work that she has done here. And I think one of the key things is that in both of us coming here, usually together on Tuesdays and Thursdays or whatever, most often we come together. We can support each other in that regard and compare notes. I think the support there is very, very important. The other thing, of course, is that energy, attitude, and I think it's something that's very important that we share that couples don't always understand. You know, let's say the spouse is working out and the other one isn't, a couch potato perhaps. In this instance, that has brought us together. And in terms of fitness goals and wellness goals, this serves us well because we're in our 60s. We've both encountered some difficult times with my injury and her illness and a series of operations. It has made all the difference to us in the last year and a half. Well, for me, being an English teacher primarily, words are important to me. And so when you come in and you read the mission statement of Movimento, the theme is such that every word that you read prepares you for what can be very life-changing for you. So just reading that alone, it's like a guarantee, and then I guarantee you that unless you're not serious, even if you're semi-serious, the people here will encourage you to accomplish every word of that manifesto or credo. That's the key, I think, to success here. And then on top of that, going beyond the team that works with you personally, taking care of your whatever special needs you have, you've got people here who are very supportive, encouraging to help you as a community to take you along your way.